You're watching News 3, the Southern Illinois news leader.
Don't worry about it right now.
Live from WSIL TV
Here we
in
go.
high definition. News 3 starts right now.
He's in.
Good morning at 6 o'clock on your Saturday morning. Your local news is on the way, but we finally saw a break in that rain yesterday, but it doesn't look like it's going to stick around for long.
I'll take Rachel's name.
So we'll check in with meteorologist Rachel Dunsing over in the Weather Center for a look at today's forecast.
Yeah, unfortunately, that break was
She's
really
in.
only for yesterday. It was really nice to be outside.
Clear.
Temperatures were a little bit warmer, winds were a little bit more calm, and we saw lots of sunshine.
Weather's
Very
in.
pleasant day.
One OTS,
this
please.
morning, we have time all of that out for you
Say bye.
coming up in just a few minutes. But before we go, I have to give a very special shout out to my dad. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday,
Happy
Dad.
birthday,
I'll
Dad.
see you later. Back to you, Colin.
Well, happy
Everyone?
birthday. And now to a News 3 follow-up
On
a shooting out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri that we've been following the last few days. We now know that the two victims in that shooting shot each other.
Okay.
18-year-old Quincy
Shot B.
Lucius and Quincy Lucius III. Investigators say the incident has had a big impact on the community.
These two young men
Look like a one blue.
were young. I mean, they're barely started living, so it's a huge tragedy for both families.
Q.
Meanwhile,
Say my one.
Therese Lane is also facing charges connected to the shooting, staying in an apartment with one of the victims.
1-1.
And
A.
state officials are warning about the use of synthetic marijuana. In Illinois, just this week, there have been 32 cases of severe bleeding reported due to the use of the drug.
A.
More commonly known
Sot
as
B.
K2, it acts just like marijuana, but is commonly, they clarified those reports.
He could turn a 2.
We have had a couple of cases where there's been bleeding in the brain, and while bleeding from the ears and eyes can happen,
We'll put back on
we just
2.
have not seen that in Illinois.
Q.
The Illinois Department of Public Health has launched
out.
an investigation into those incidents,
Try two.
but none have been reported in our area.
On 2.
And President
Pack A.
Donald Trump took to Twitter to attack Amazon again, this time for barely paying any taxes and what he calls abusing the Postal Service. But Mount Vernon city leaders say regardless, online shopping has hurt them.
Mount Vernon City Manager Mary Ellen Bechtel says Amazon has hurt local businesses, but it's not entirely the online retailer's fault.
Keith
I know
clear.
we all use the word Amazon when we're talking about.
It hasn't called on Congress to pass anything specific.
Q. Say my 1.
The Supreme Court is scheduled to hear a case on this matter coming up in April, so saying that ruling is outdated.
On 1.
Well, a
I
month-long
be?
celebration in Carbondale kicked off last night.
And Q.
The 18th annual For
Side A.
Kids' Sake art auction at Long Branch Cafe and Bakery. The proceeds go to a very good cause.
Okay.
The auction supports
One blue.
550 orphans and 4,000 students in Bangladesh.
The event runs through April 28th in Carbondale.
On 1.
Well, the
B.
50th Special Olympics will kick off Friday at SIU's Touch of Nature Environmental Center.
B.
The event is an all-day affair, but
go to weather.
if you want to catch the opening ceremony, which was held in Chicago back in 1968.
Weather.
Well, here's a live look over Marion. No rain out there yet, but Rachel, what could we see today?
Yeah, no rain yet, but it is on the way. This morning, you're mainly going to be dealing with increasing clouds, but the winds are going to be rather breezy. That's going to help warm our temperatures to at least be a little bit closer to normal than lately. All the forecast details are coming up next.
And take it, Master.
And a few more thunderstorms Wednesday. We're right back
On
into
2.
the 40s.
Say my 1.
Thanks, Rachel.
Yeah.
1.
Well, Hurricane Harvey and Irma are expected to have caused nearly $200
Yes, you
billion in damage last year to a local fire department.
When firefighters arrive in full gear making entry into a house, you expect the homeowner to be anxious
Clear.
until the real wrecking
And-
crews arrive.
Q.
And local
Hey.
firefighters got the chance to practice their skills as well by using helicopters and transport supplies yesterday.
Hey.
The group
Stop,
included
B.
teams from the Shawnee National Forest and Crab Orchard Wildlife Refuge to firefighters on the ground during an emergency.
B.
If it's a situation where we can't drive supplies out to firefighters, it'd be a long line.
Q.
This specialized training is
go
required
straight to the
every
T's
3
and A.
years to remain certified and requires 4 hours of training split between hands-on training and classroom work.
Okay.
And while the high school basketball season officially ended a couple weeks ago, that doesn't mean all the action had to stop. Maddie Sattler has that next in sports here on News 3 this morning.
Take it. Clear.